Okay, now I think I'm recording. Okay, sorry. Okay, here we go now. Let me reshare my screen and start. Oops. Okay, so you guys can all, Kaylee, can you give me a thumbs up? Because for whatever reason, I've clicked on your face and it's like pinned. Okay, I can only see you. So, okay, so everyone can see my screen. So this is just gonna be, yeah, I can just see you, Kaylee, so you're gonna have to, okay, so finding the joy in your business. So like I kind of mentioned before, when I was waiting for just killing time to until it's 2:30, everybody kind of started this business for a reason. Most of us fell in love with the books, like we went to a party, or whatever reason. Maybe you were like, oh my goodness, my family could use this income. I mean, there's just any kind of thing, like whatever it is for you, you were attracted to the books, the business, something about this, the team. I mean, anything. So for me, these are some things that have kind of been the thieves of the joy of my business. Being in a personal slump, feeling like my team was in a slump and I didn't know how to help them. People, maybe like you didn't promote as quickly as you thought, or you're trying to help someone in your central group promote and they miss month one or month two, just things like that. Like maybe your team's sales numbers aren't where you want them to be. There's a lack of excitement on your team. You feel like you're working harder and seeing less results. And then this last one is huge for me, comparing yourself to others. So that's kind of what I had mentioned at the beginning. I'll say it again. My upline is Kaylee Searcy, Gina Shear, Katie Allen, Sarah Duke, Jordan Johnson, Laura Schagel, Tabitha Roach, like incredible rock stars. I mean, these people are like the leaders of the company. And so I love getting to learn from all them, but in some ways it can, I never celebrated my successes because everything I did, I felt like, well, you know what, it doesn't really matter. Like they're doing it 10 times better than me, 10 times bigger than me. And so that was really where my joy started just dwindling from this business, was that I never celebrated any of my successes. I never took time to acknowledge, like, hey, you know what? This week I accomplished this, this, and this. Like I never did that because I had a lot of negative self-talk. Like, well, who cares? Like someone else sold $5,000 this month. Like I might have hit home office challenge too, but I would go if and if you are green, you might know about those little leaderboards in back office. You can go to back office essentials monthly leaders, and let me tell you that I wasted so much time there, so much time that I could have been doing income producing activities, but instead I was on there scrolling around, wondering why I couldn't get on those leaderboards when I was seeing everyone, literally everyone in my upline on those leaderboards, thinking, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not there? And so I'm a big believer that actually other people's success can be incredibly inspiring. But then there was a point that where I had like just began to, to only compare myself to others. And instead of just letting myself be inspired by their success and learn from their success, I had just kind of, like I said, just let myself not celebrate anything or let myself feel like anything I did was worth it. Okay, so how to reclaim that joy. And so I'm going to say really quick, for those of you who are like, vision casting is hard, I don't get it, it's fluff, things like that, I feel you, because that's actually my first instinct. And it wasn't until very recently when like Kaylee kind of like forced me to make a vision board and like step by step me through the process that I actually did it, because those are just things I resist. Like I find them hard to buy into. And so you might feel that way too. And so some of the stuff that might be your initial reaction, because, and I was there too, but my advice is to give it a go, because you've probably heard some of it before. And the reason is it does work. So just kind of give it a go. Okay, so the number one thing is confidence, confidence, confidence. And I would not say that like in life I'm not a confident person. Like I feel like I'm fine in life. Like I'll go places by myself. Like I don't think that my confidence in like life overall was lacking, but my confidence in my business was. Like for example, if you happen to be Facebook friends with Sarah Duke, you could just tell she is confident. She unapologetically will post about her business. Like, she's confident. She radiates confidence. And so maybe you are kind of like scared to even post about your business on your personal wall because you kind of like freeze up about it. I was like that, but now more and more I'm just like, you know what? I love this business. And I'm just kind of letting myself feel confident in what I have accomplished. And I think no matter where you are in your journey, even if you're not the level you want to be, so this was advice that was given to me, is act like you are at the level you want to be at. So instead of downplaying your successes, just act like if you want to be a director, if you want to be an executive leader, just you need to just kind of portray that persona. And the other thing that this is something that Kiera, she's like a business mentor, told me, is that confidence doesn't come with rank advancement. It comes as you build your character. And my goodness, this is so true from my personal experience. Like, yes, I promoted to director, but that didn't matter. Like, my confidence didn't grow just because I became a director. In fact, I like shrank down because I felt unworthy. Like, I felt like all these other directors are better than me, and what do I have to offer? What can I bring to the table? And so things that build your character are just doing things outside of your comfort zone, like maybe posting on your personal wall. For me, just little things like reaching out to a local preschool, like just doing those things were building my character. It wasn't because I promoted. That's not what built my character. It was doing little things outside my comfort zone. Just like, giving a business card out, any of those things that you've kind of done that just push you a little bit past your comfort zone. That's what built my character. And okay, for example, doing a vendor event, like that terrified me. That scared me because I thought, I don't know what I'm doing. What if my PayPal card reader doesn't work? I mean, just every little scenario played through my mind. But just going out and doing it and being there, I was like, you know what? I didn't sell a lot, but it was fun, and it built my confidence in my character. Okay, so again, stop comparing yourself. Let other people's success be inspirational, but don't compare what you're doing to what they're doing, because it will truly suck all the joy from your business. You have to celebrate your journey and your success along the way. And so how you can do that is, now here, some of you are going to probably roll your eyes, but a gratitude journal. This was something that was talked about at like ELC way back in January, and I was like, ugh, journal, like I don't do that. But I am telling you, so Kiera, one of the things when I had told her like this is how I'm feeling, the first thing she did was like, go right now and write down 10 things that you have accomplished this week. And you guys, that was so simple. Like, what a simple thing to write down 10 things I'd accomplished that week. But my goodness, it did wonders for my mindset, because you know what? It was like, wow, like I reached out to these people that I was scared to. I did this, I did that. Like, it just kind of put it right in your face. Like, you can't deny it. There it is in writing. Here are 10 things that I accomplished this week. And if 10 is too many for you, because it was hard for me, like it took me like a couple days to come up with 10, then you know what? Start with 5 and grow from there. And I think that the more that you do this, the more it will become a habit, and the easier it will be to kind of buy into this. And then you'll have like this thing that you can go back, this tangible thing that you can go back to and read from and be like, dude, I did kill it this week in, some way I did. And then a gratitude journal, same kind of thing. That would be kind of, I think, just writing down your accomplishments, kind of taking it to the next level and kind of turning it into like a whole journaling process. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not an expert on journaling, so I'm not going to pretend to be. So I'm not even going to really give you tips on that. But I know there are lots of resources out there if you would like to do that. And it is like kind of my next step that I will be like going into. But I'll admit right now, I'm still just at the point of acknowledging my accomplishments and writing those down. Okay, some other things that really brought back the joy for my business was convention. And there was trainings at convention, and those were great. But the number one thing about convention was getting to meet people and connect with people in person. So although I'm not super high blue, I love talking. I love Zooming. I love play dates. I love people. I hate being alone all day. Like, it really wears on me. And so for me, my husband, he travels a lot. And so for me to go from being like alone all day and then go into the evenings to just like sitting behind a computer rolling out a Facebook party, it truly just wasn't fulfilling a certain part of like of me. Like, so even just if your team is not local, which, you know, these days many of us have teams all across the country, do a little Zoom with your team. I always find those to be just recharging, fun. You know, it's just kind of gets me excited again to kind of talk to these people and connect with them. If you have some local team members, I highly encourage you to do a little local meetup. You know, not everyone will be able to come. That's kind of the things I've experienced, but just work with who can come. Even if there's only 2 or 3 of you there, I guarantee that it will bring some joy back into your business. Just kind of getting to connect with people. Take some time for personal development. Like, again, I'm not going to recommend a ton of books. This is just obviously the one from convention, but things like that, like I said, are things that I resisted because I just thought, you know what, I just need to have as many parties as possible and do that and recruit as many people as possible. And but there is every expert says that you need to take time for personal development. So while and like right now we're going into a season of kind of like a harvest as far as like, you know, you will have more parties. So I've been spending a lot of time on personal development, and that time is going to shrink a little bit the next couple of months. But you know, still making some time for personal development. I think like just reading Take the Stairs was like, wow. So mix up your biz. Kind of like I said, sometimes Facebook parties are hard for me because there's not, you know, you can go live in them and things, but there's not a lot of like that real interaction. And so maybe like I was talking to my friend Rosemary last night, and she has this book drive thing that she's in the process of working, and she was so excited about it, and she was like, you know what, this is what I need to do more of because this is what gets me excited. I recently did a Cards for a Cause that was out of my comfort zone. You know, I didn't feel like I knew everything, but I'm so glad I did it. I figured out the program. I feel confident doing it now, and it was so cool to be able to give over $650 to an organization. So just kind of mix up your business. Now, maybe it's a good time to do a booth. Like I said, you know, you might not sell a ton, but you might find it fun to get out and meet and mingle and talk with people, show the books in person, things like that. Okay, and then connecting with your team. I think, again, I've kind of already touched on that. There's a little Visly code. We just ran it in our page, and it has nothing to do with the business. And I don't do this very often, but maybe like every 6 months. It was just like a Monday fun day. But again, one of the things Rory had talked about in his book is that people are more attached to you than they are to the company. And so I think the more that we can build these relationships, it gives me a lot of joy. And I think it connects our team. And so I think it just gets everybody more excited about their business. Just to kind of engage with people. Do like a chill and chat or Zoom with your team. Even if even if a lot of people don't show up, just like work with those people again who do come to the Zoom, the people who are there. And then for you, this is going to be kind of different for everyone. You know, what is your color? What is your vision? What gets you out of bed in the morning and it gets you excited? There's anything. Some people really connect to our mission statement. Like, I'm not gonna lie, for me, yes, like stopping or like spreading literacy is great, but that's, for me, that is not the ultimate thing in this business that gets me excited. And you know, it might be for you, and so that's great. Find what you connect with. Is it making friends? Is it recognition? Just, you have to like find out whatever it is that gets you out of bed, that gets you excited about this business. It's kind of personal to you, but you have to refine that. And then, you know, just really connect with that again. So anyway, that's all I have. But I would love to hear, just like if you guys have, you know, I know we've all been there. If you've had struggles personally, I'd love to hear, you know, kind of what you did to just kind of reignite your love. Anyone? let's see, nobody chatted at all either. But if anyone wants to say anything, I would love to hear it. If not, thank you guys for taking a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. I appreciate that because I know Kaylee feels me on this. I just like talking and hanging out. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, if nothing else. Oh, Megan, thank you. How do you move past a party lull? I'm having okay, so yes, you're having a hard time getting parties. My advice is always to just have your own party because I know how to throw a party. Like, I'm coachable. I know how to invite the right way. Like, I know I'm not going to mass invite. I know that I need to get 25 going RSVPs. Like, you know all that. And so for some reason, like when I first started, and again, I think this all goes back to being confident in the business, I felt like I could have one party a year and that was it. I could not reach out to my friends and family more than that because they were all gonna like leave me. Okay, that was silly. But I found out people loved my like customer appreciation parties. Like, they loved them. And so I would encourage you to do that. And even if it's been a couple months, like only been like 3 months, I would still say do one again because we're going right into that time where people are thinking about Christmas shopping. And so you could just be helping them out. By giving them the chance to buy some gifts, maybe do some extra giveaways and, things like that to make it a little bit extra fun. But for me, when I've gotten in ruts, what has always kind of dug me out of it was throwing my own party. Let's see, Emily, do you PM everyone about the Monday Fun Day? Okay, so I did that on my team page. So I just like ran it on my team page. And so actually Megan Batista had a really great idea. This was totally her idea. So I'm not taking any credit for this, but she says when she has people who are inactive, this is like genius. She does like an engagement post on her page and then she'll tag them in that post. And Megan, you can feel free to, if I'm not telling how you do this right, feel free to correct me, but she'll do just like an engagement post on her team page. And then if like they don't respond to that or something, I think she'll tag them and just be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what would you say to this question? And then kind of re-engage them in that way. And then, maybe behind the scenes, she might PM them and say, hey, it's so good to hear from you. And that's just kind of a way to reopen the connection. And now, Megan, feel free to add anything if I didn't say that right.
No, I think that was right, except it downplays my sneakiness in the fact that I just make sure that like I do something that I know that they're going to comment on. So it might even be like entering to win something, or, especially those girls that like, have you ever had someone on your team that's like $100 away from success and all of a sudden they're like not interested anymore? And it's like, if you book one more party, then you're going to be successful. So I try to re-engage them by doing something fun on my business page, and I'll tag everyone in it so it doesn't seem like I'm singling them out. But as soon as they comment specifically, I like send them a PM and it's like, oh, it's so awesome to see you online. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Let's just chat real quick, because they can't run away from me then because they've already commented on me.
I love that. It's like so simple, but yet so genius. Okay, Marie, you've lost your entire team and you're working on building back up. I think we've all been in a rebuilding phase, so don't feel like you're alone on that. You have one recruit who has their launch tomorrow. No, I understand that missed goals are hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, last September, I think, there was a home office challenge and it was these gloves. They were not that great, but they were gloves and they were like texting gloves. Okay, I wanted those gloves so bad. And this was only home office challenge 1 we're talking. It wasn't like some crazy huge sell $4,000 thing. It was home office challenge 1 and I didn't get it. And I was like embarrassed. I was like mad at myself. And I still think about those stupid gloves. So I understand that, like you're really going towards Leader Story Continued. And I don't think you should give up. Like, go all in, keep pushing towards that, because you're 890 away from Leader Story Continued. Like, that's totally doable. I mean, what is it? We still have like at least a week left in the month. You got at least a week left to make things happen. So don't give up on it. I mean, plan your own party if you need to, or, just something to kind of get those last minute sales in. But at the same time, like, if you don't hit that goal, like, don't let it defeat you. Like, don't let that one miss be something that takes you away from a business that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't get hung up on that one missed goal, because the reality is along the way there's going to be a lot more missed goals. And so we just have to get that grit that they're going to be missed goals, but there's going to be successes too, if that makes sense. You just kind of have to be willing to roll with it. Emily, do you want my glove? So anyway, I'd be happy to, I'll just keep talking. So, but otherwise, if you guys are done, then, or if no one else has anything, thank you guys again for joining. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day, because like I said, there's something I really struggle with. Like, my name's not Laura Schagel. My name's not Jordan Johnson. Why would anyone care what I have to say? Like, these are still things like I deal with because I have such an awesome upline. So it really does mean a lot to me that you guys took time to come to Christy Clack's Zoom. Who the heck is she? So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope this was helpful in some way for you. Well, thanks, Lauren. Appreciate it. Probably going to go eat a donut this afternoon to celebrate. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you again.